Hello and welcome to another update video about Bitcoin. Only a quick one, because not too much has happened, but there are a few developments here on the chart. Just wanted to keep you updated here on the Bitcoin chart. After Bitcoin broke out of this channel here to the downside, it has formed a new channel, a descending channel, not a bear flag in this case. A bear flag would normally be ascending after a downtrend, so it's something quite interesting here. But what happened here, Bitcoin has now moved back above 36k and has actually broken out of this channel. Now, depending on how we draw this, it is probably a breakout. And on the 1 hour, and again, it depends on the time frame. On the 1 hour, it even looks a little bit like a descending wedge, but it's probably rather a channel. But it's looking like, even if I move it up to make sure I don't cut through any candles here, looking a bit like that we actually broke out and that we currently have a retest. Yeah, and that is interesting. We moved all the way up to 36.1. I mean, that is the daily noise, but it's certainly something to look into, yeah, and to keep an eye on, because currently we don't really have a reversal pattern yet. I mean, we have a potential W. Okay, yeah, we could see that as a potential reversal pattern here. Yeah, W pattern from where we could then from here start to move higher. And someone said, interesting, that I am now bullish. No, well, short-term bullish. I've actually been short-term. Oh, come on. I've actually been short-term bullish up here, but that was only pretty much a fake out. So we dropped back down, did not cross below this resistance level. From that point, it wasn't confirmed anyway at the time that we would break through here and get into this target area in green, but this is still open. So this target area in green is still open, and I still expect a reversal into that area before we see a further sell-off. Very important. Yeah, I do expect a further sell-off, but in any impulsive move down, which I think we have here. So I think we have here a 5-wave move down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You should get, after this 5-wave move down, which is forming a first wave to the downside, a higher level wave, yeah, wave 1. There should be a corrective wave 2 coming now in the form of an ABC 3-wave type. And then we're coming down once more in 5 waves, move up in 3 waves, come down in 5s, and somewhere in here, in that area between $20,000 and $29,000, we should ideally finish that correction. Now, what I'm waiting for here is more signals of the bulls. Yeah, as long as the downtrend is at play, it is at play. We are currently in a downtrend. We haven't made higher highs yet. And as long as that is the case, we actually have to stay here bearish. But still, my expectation would be, from an Elliott Wave point of view, that we see this corrective wave up at some point here in the very near future, from which we can then expect another turnaround. So just to indicate that, something like that, moving up here, yeah, possibly finding a bit of a resistance here at this channel, moving through, getting into this area, and that would be a perfect A, B, C, from where we could then come down here in a wave 3 to the downside, and get closer to that target area there between 20 and 29,000. So as I said, however, until we really see here some bullish signals, this is not going to happen. Yeah, we need to see some bullish signals first. At the moment, it's all guesswork. For now, yes, one potentially bullish signal would be that we potentially currently break out of this channel. But again, it's a very weak signal. Yeah, we don't really have volume. We actually have a reduction in volume, which in the end is a good sign, because it means typically when you see that and you're moving down here sort of in a triangle, there should normally then be a spike in volume at some point. When that spike in volume comes, you see a big movement on the chart, and that could push Bitcoin, yeah, potentially to the upside if we're above the channel, or to the downside. Of course, we don't know until we see that movement. It currently looks like, because we are breaking here to the upside of the channel, that movement could be to the upside. But again, we don't see the volume yet, and it could very well be that in the current 4-hour candle, which is still open a few hours, we could without a problem drop back into this channel again. Yeah, it looks a bit like we're currently retesting it. We can take a look at on the 1-hour chart. Yes, looks potentially interesting, but it is too weak. Yeah, we don't see the volume. There's literally no volume, and that is probably why we're not hardly moving here at all. So overall, it means a bit of waiting, but it is still a development that is worth keeping an eye on. Bear in mind, on the weekend, the markets are rather unpredictable because there is less volume generally. Last few weekends, we have seen a lot of volume come in sort of around the weekly candle close, even last week. So I would expect that to happen this time again. It happened really always around the weekly candle close. So that is interesting. And that shows us that we can look out for something here on the weekend. Yeah, but at the moment, yeah, potential reversal signal with a W, potentially breakout of the wedge or of the channel, but we now need to see some movement. Yeah, so what I'm looking out for is a first green candle here, for example, something that would indicate that yes, we are successfully retesting it and we're actually moving away from this. And to do that, what would be very important would be to break at least above the 36.5K level. Yeah, so this beginning of this channel, but then also we need to move into this larger channel here, out of which we broke to the downside. Expect some resistance there, but that would actually be exactly at this 36.5K level anyway, so that's fine. And when we then move up here, finally, I do expect some resistance around 39.2, and here around that area here in red, which is at around 40.4K. And then depending on how long that takes, it could be that we even get into this target area here without having to deal with this larger ascending trend line, which is part of the larger channel here in white, but that would take really a while. So let's say we go up here and it really takes a long time. We could hit that target area without trying to get back into this channel. What channel am I talking about? Well, that is the channel that you could regard as a bearish flag, a huge bear flag here, as you can see it. So currently the view is that this target area obviously is currently sort of in the channel, but depending on how long that takes, if it takes into June, then we could actually get into the target area without cutting into that channel. So that is currently my view. Indicators, nothing exciting. You can see here that after Bitcoin's drop here a few days ago, we obviously prevented that bullish crossover on the daily. That is coming down further now. So there is no sign of recovery, and that is what I mean with I don't really see any bullish signal yet. So the Elliott Wave counts signals, and logically you have to have at some point here a corrective move up, but at the moment we can't see it. It would be a wave 2, so the Elliott Wave method suggests it should retrace quite a lot. Therefore this area is located between 42 and 46K, but at the moment, as I said, there is no bullish signal yet, other than a potential reversal pattern and a potential breakout of that channel to the upside. But again, the weekly, another 4-hour candle hasn't closed yet, and we also don't really have volume, so that is worth waiting for, and then it could push the prices higher. Okay, and that is the current overview, how I see the Bitcoin price. Hope you liked it. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And if you really like the content, check out the channel membership and maybe even the trading course I'm currently uploading on the website, morecryptoonline.com. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.